What up? It's your boy T-Burn Reaction, and today is gonna be make up for music money and extension of what's gonna be stuff stemming from SummerSlam as well too. So anyway, we want to check out this reality. Let me do some real quick. Anyway, so yeah, this one is from Pllana. It's called "I'm Sorry, John Cena." So I don't see what this is all about. I don't know if it's a hot take or a whole thing about John Cena's unexpected face turn that turned out to be legit. So without further ado, let's check it out.
I think a lot of people owe John Cena an apology, and the first one in line should be Triple H for pitching the idea to turn him heel. Sure, it might have looked good on paper, but the reality is simple. John Cena is a better babyface than he'll ever be a heel. Turning him heel during the retirement tour was a massive mistake.
Yeah. I'm glad he reverted back and he didn't go back and will swerve and nothing like that for a better heel. I'm glad he reverted back because, like I said, I get the format of his heel turn. We get nothing, but at the same time, it turned out not the way it probably looked good on paper for them. So yeah, this was low key the biggest mistake. One of the biggest regret of a heel turn ever. This probably gonna go down and list as heel turns that was not needed or bad heel turns that went wrong and stuff like that. This will definitely fall into this as well too. All that I say, when keeping it heel goes wrong. Another episode of this, I love that story because I love find out when folks, because the way folks fiend for heel turn so bad. I love when it doesn't work out, to show that heel turn isn't always the answer. Right there. That should be right there. Definitely a prime example that heel turn isn't always the answer.
Say what you want about Vince McMahon, but he was absolutely right to keep John Cena as WWE's ultimate good guy all those years back from 2010 through 2020. Maybe a heel run could have worked a little bit better when he was younger and still a full-time wrestler, but even then, I doubt it would have been as effective as what he gave us as the face of the WWE. You know who else owes him an apology? The Rock and Travis Scott.
Definitely right, man. Whew. It just went nowhere after that.
Helped set up this storyline and then vanished out of nowhere. They left John Cena high and dry, forcing him to carry a heel arc that completely ignored the very people that brought him into it. They bailed, and John Cena unfortunately had to pay the price.
Exactly.
And honestly, the fans also owe John Cena an apology as well, myself included. We spent years chanting, tweeting, and begging for a heel turn, only to realize
All as y'all should. I'll apologize for rooting against him as a heel. Come on, he's a heel. He's supposed to root against the heels. Sadly, folks don't follow that direction no more. That's another story. But yeah, yep. Be careful what you wish for. Not everybody gotta go heel. It's not always the answer. It's not always the answer. Yes, we know we work for Rock. It became who he is. Yes, we know we work for Roman right now. But still, it's not always the answer. Not always the answer. When everybody's saying turn heel is the answer, it's a lazy cop out. When I hear people scold it, I feel like you might as well have a wrestling roster. Folks, I feel like wrestling want to wrestle a roster full of heels because they're always saying heel this is heel that. That dickhead from the former group. I got kicked out of drop shit. That bias ass admin Mike Bossy kicked me out because of a post I said about Unreal. He ate my disclaimer over there, so fuck him. Anyway, but big fuck you to this dickhead dollar guy who always just say, heels would never, this would never happen. Even this person's a heel. This would never be a heel. Like he'll know that's it. Like the dude got the biggest hate for face. I just feel like low key he's a miserable fuck because he hate bad guys. He hate good guys so much though. It's not even funny at this point. It's sickening, but truthfully, fuck most of the group because I have ways of getting in that group though, and I see a lot of folks true colors now. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll leave it at that. Anyway, let's keep going.
That we were wrong. The moment he finally turned, people cheered until they got bored of his run after just a couple of weeks. The direction fell apart, the booking got messy, and what should have been a legendary farewell tour turned into one of WWE, if not the most underwhelming story of all time. What was supposed to be a career-defining twist ended up hurting the legacy of a man who gave everything to the WWE, and honestly, John Cena did not deserve that at all. He deserved a lot better. The worst part about John Cena's heel run is that we never got to truly enjoy his final world title reign. This was supposed to be the one, the historic record-breaking championship run that would cement his legacy forever. Instead, it's tainted and overshadowed by a character shift that just did not work. His matches with Cody Rhodes, at least the first
was not needed.
one, Randy Orton, and CM Punk should have been all classic matches, but they all fell off. Look at the match with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. That was supposed to be a dream match, a passing of the torch on the grandest stage of them all.
Thank God some would say made it up for we had a true passing the torch moment right there.
Instead, it ended up being one of the worst main events in WrestleMania history. It was a very weak story with a bizarre finish and no payoff at all. The Orton match was solid from bell to bell, but the ending absolutely sucked. And the same thing happened with the CM Punk match in Saudi Arabia. It was great wrestling that had a flat, overbooked ending that kind of took away from the match. And you know what they say, the ending is the thing that matters most. That is why this run hurts. It should have been a celebration of everything that John Cena gave to WWE. By the end, I just wanted it to be over, and that's not how I should have felt about John Cena and his last run ever with that belt. But then something finally changed. Last week on SmackDown, John Cena stepped in the ring, he grabbed a mic and basically said, yeah, you know what, I messed up big time and I'm a babyface again. We did not get a huge angle, which would have been nice. He didn't over-explain, but honestly, at this point, you couldn't have done anything. You just got to get rid of the heel turn. So I think it was literally just course correction, and it was the best decision they could have made. Because look at SummerSlam. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes 2 was a masterpiece. It was an all-timer that we'll never forget. I would even say it was a 5-star match. I don't care if Dave doesn't give it that, I do.
Fuck Dave and the Dirt Sheets. Now they did your way or been sticking to the Dirt Sheets, so for sure. But anyway, yes, definitely gave me that Rock versus Hogan feel, the Rock versus Cena feel, and many others. So definitely,
we can definitely call it his best match since AJ Styles back at the Royal Rumble in 2017. And it only happened because he went back to being who he truly is, which is the hero of WWE. That is why it stings the most. We could have had this version of John Cena all along. A little bit more intense and more serious, but still a babyface. Unfortunately, the WWE just fumbled big time here.
And this where it goes, and this also falls on fans as well too. See, sadly, fans are getting too one-dimensional now. Like, it's like they act like the Attitude Era did not exist. The reason why I say that, they act like there wasn't baby faces who had some edge to them as well too. And then of course we have to dig and say, well, truthfully, the baby faces really heals, and like, no. Here's the thing. Reason why it worked with the baby faces at the time, now it was about edginess, and that's why they made babyfaces like that, so fans can like the babyfaces again, instead of being close to being Bizarro with the Rock, how they did with the Rock, and I did with other people as well too. And the double turn was great to happen to fix that as well too, between Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Thank God we did double turn Team Cena and Cody's. I mean, the crowd. For man, we thought the crowd was losing Cody. No, he got a crowd back, especially when he at the press conferences. Well, the post show they had to do press conference because of being brought back. That was smart, but this is fans' fault a little bit as well too. Could they act like faces can't handle edge? And this is the contradiction thing I say all the time about that. One hand, they want to say that they got guys like that dickhead Dollar Delgado from Jobbers here. Yeah, I can. Since I'm out the room, I'm gonna talk shit about about folks in the group as well now. What the fuck you gonna do? Well, I mean, I don't care. I got some people that run tell that. At this point, I don't give a shit as well too. And don't call me a heel for that, because like I said, that's the problem. People act like people good guys and they can't have no edge and can't gotta not talk crap about it as well too. I mean, it forcing me to feel like I gotta walk on a shell while people. And no, fuck that. Here's the thing. The problem with that is you got folks like that and many others. They bitch and moan, cry about how faces don't have no edge, or faces this happen faces. But as soon as a face show a little edge and everything, we get he's showing signs of heelish. Or with Cody showing edge on the match, he was an edge. He showed an edge on the baby face. Oh, we get a little bit of we get some heel tease. We get a Homelander, Cody Rolanders, all this shit. Cody Land, all this. Same with Bianca Belair too many times, though. She's too cocky to be a face. This ain't face. And they're even questioning Tiffany Stratton's face run right now as well, too. Because I said that we got two, because right now we have a balanced top one. The men and women WWE champions or the undisputed champion are faces, while the Warhammer champions are heels. But I had people say, well, Tiffany, I'm not sure Tiffany's a face or anything. I'm like, yes, she is. I mean, she just have a demeanor. She got a little demeanor edge to her as well too. But at the end of the day, she's still a face though, and the crowd loves her. Know what I mean? And she's keeping that character to keep the crowd interested in as well too. But then again, they can't always do it because you got crowds, one-dimensional crowds that think that they want to keep faces in a box and one-dimensional, and that irks me so to the damn core about that as well too. Like, it with this contradicting minded shit that wrestler fans have. It's bad enough wrestling fan on some Bizarre Wars shit. Half reason they on that shit because they want to be contradicting with the faces. All right, they won't let faces show no edge, because soon they do, they bitch and moan about faces wanting from a face. They gonna contradict something and call it heelish. It's ridiculous. That's part why. This is probably why Johnny had to go felt he had to go that way, show the edge as well too. And as you see, it blew up in everybody's face as well too. Pun intended. Did a little bit on the F word. Yeah, I call it the new F word because, like I said, people don't like the word face no more, especially Dollar Gala. He like I said, he's like the total opposite of me. He hate faces. Why I don't roll the heels. I don't. In his thing, I don't necessarily hate the heels. I'm going by as a wrestling fan, as a traditional wrestling fan. Cheer for the faces, boo the heel. I'm trying to keep that in folks, and I'm trying to prove that people can still live long enough to still see himself as a good guy, a good person and everything, without condoning the villain shit anyway, or how that other asshole Justin Fred when they were true shit only bullshit, whatever. Man, fuck African guys that group as well too. It shouldn't be called heel for that as well too. Of course, they're gonna do it because they want their assholes pretty much. Anyway, fuck half a job. Because I say half of it, there are some cool people in there. And I mean, Saturday folks who I thought was cool in that group that was talking shit about mom back as well too. So, but if I had an unfriend, he'll know what's up. So, I'm not saying no names. But anyway, let me not delve into make this whole big thing. Let me get to this video. I'll probably make this video all the longer it is. Whatever. I like the rant. So here we go.
End of the day, what's done is done. John Cena is no longer the champion. He is a babyface again, and he gave us possibly the match of the year.
And Cody Rhodes is champion again, and still a babyface. No double turn either. Win-win.
Now his next challenger is clear, and that man is Brock Lesnar, who is back in the WWE.
And I gotta say,
after being away for 2 years now.
I got a video about. I'm about to react to a video about that. It's gonna be a talk discussion video about that and involving Brock. But in case I don't do it, I'm gonna say this: a lot of people, there's people saying that they should have kept John Cena here, make Brock a babyface. Here's the thing with that. It's going to make another conflicted dilemma because of the situation where Brock, legal situation going on right now. It won't be right to have folks try to force the root for the face who's supposed to be the good guy, while Brock is still. We're not sure what's going on with that allegation going on with Brock right now. So it was probably our best to make him the heel. it was best to make him a heel. We got too many conflicted dilemma with with Russell right now. Prime example, the wrestler the all time greatest wrestler we just lost recently, Hulk Hogan, as well too. It's a lot of conflicted dilemma because of that, his whole situation. So it was best to keep him heel for this matchup against John Cena because of that in a way.
The Beast returned and immediately set his sights on John Cena. And let's be honest, this does not look good for John Cena. Brock has been destroying this man since 2003. And from what Triple H recently said, John Cena is actually the one who wanted this. He personally requested to work with Brock Lesnar as one of his final feuds in this farewell tour. The WWE wanted a headline-grabbing moment, and this was it. As you heard from the pop, the people absolutely loved it in that building. But we do have to talk about what's going on behind the scenes.
Yes.
I think WWE only brought him back now because the political climate is shifting. Brands like American Eagle are rejecting cancel culture, and WWE's leaning into that same energy. Just look at the...
That's what's going on. That's what's going on in the way. Well, first off, low key bravo, because if you know me, I despise the cancel culture. I get it, but I despise it. The reason why I despise it, because it's getting out of hand. One, it makes you feel like you gotta really walk on eggshell or lay low for avoid cancellation as well too. It's getting out of hand. I get why they do it, but at the same time, it's getting really out of hand. Maybe wish that a lot of folks. Dirty laundry was kept behind doors though, because I'm getting tired. For like I gotta lay low for this person, that person. I gotta not cancel this person. I'm a little tired of it, to be honest.
The tributes they did for Hulk Hogan, or even just days ago they promoted Triple H's visit with President Trump.
See, this is another controversy as well too. You know what I mean? At the same time, like I said, I'm gonna watch what I say. I don't want to get canceled off this group about the guy being in charge, but at the same time, whatever. But Triple H, this doesn't help Triple H in a way, because a lot of people, especially people of my kind, had they a little skeptical about Triple H as well too, as well. So yeah.
Trump. Whether you agree or not, that kind of move signals where the company is headed. And in that same spirit, they said, screw it, let's bring Brock back. Of course, not everyone is happy. Even Janelle Grant's representative have already spoken out, calling his return upsetting. That it's going to fuel even more backlash. But
this is why I said it's better to have him as the heel. Because it would have been a straight up dilemma if Brock was the face and she was still heel. A straight up conflicted dilemma. I will say that though. Give me a sec. I got something to say about that too. I'm back. Let's keep going.
WWE and more importantly, TKO, they don't care. What they do care about is money. And Brock Lesnar equals money. A John Cena and Brock Lesnar.
And it's been like that since the day of him holding the belt hostage. Sometimes Brock is money.
Showdown in Paris is a big-time blockbuster box office main event, and that is the kind of match that sells out a stadium in minutes. Love it or hate it, it is happening. We are getting one more John Cena.
Especially over in these international pay-per-views, yep. That's the big thing too.
Brock Lesnar fight. At the end of the day, it feels like John Cena's run is finally turning the corner. The momentum is building. We saw a glimpse of it in that instant classic with Cody Rhodes, and there's no doubt that his upcoming clash with Brock Lesnar will be another huge moment. And if the rumors are true, I think a dream match with Gunther could be next, even his last match ever. Honestly, speaking of his last match ever, I think that John Cena should reconsider his retirement timeline. I hope he steps in front of the crowd and says, you know what, guys, I did not get this right. This wasn't the farewell I wanted, and it's not the one that I think you guys deserve. And that is when he announces that he's postponing his final match from December of this year to WrestleMania 42. That would be fire, and that would honestly feel right. Because let's be real, why end your career, your legendary career at Saturday night's main event when you could write the final chapter on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania?
True.
John Cena deserves that. We deserve that. And he's got the chance to fix what went wrong, to give us a few more months of magic to make up for the last four that just didn't hit right. Will it happen? Probably not, but man, I really hope it does. Like I said though, I doubt that would happen. John Cena has been very adamant about keeping his word and retiring in December of 2025. Maybe he would rather do it in his hometown rather than WrestleMania. To be fair, it is his farewell tour. He should go out the way that he wants to go out and not what we think is best for him. Anyways, we are now locked into the rest of John Cena's farewell tour. I am excited to see the rest of it. What do you guys think about his heel run? And are you excited for the next chapter where he's the good guy again? Also, how do you feel about Brock Lesnar and his return to WWE? Are you for it or are you against it? Let me know all of that in the comments below. Anyways, that is it for the
Here's the thing with that. And really, I'm not condoning any action, but I'm here for this matchup between him and John Cena. That's all I'm going to say. That being said, if my reaction to this, as well as my thoughts and reaction and rants, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I turn an 8-minute video to a 20-minute video. You know, when it comes to vlog videos, I gotta talk my shit. Anyway, it's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.